New in town. Can you do it? Because I'm going to read you the synopsis as it appears here. You know, when you get the trailers from movies, can you do a little bit of music underneath it?
So what kind of music?
You know,
what is that kind of casual jazz,
yeah,
light-hearted
rom-com. Okay. Go. Lucy Hill is an ambitious upcoming executive living in Miami. She loves her shoes, she loves her cars, and she loves climbing the corporate ladder. When she's offered a temporary assignment in the middle of nowhere, she jumps at it, knowing that a promotion is close in hand. But what begins as a straightforward job assignment becomes a life-changing experience as Lucy discovers greater meaning in her life and, most unexpectedly, the man of her dreams. Stop. Renee Zellweger stars in New in Town with Harry Connick Jr. Now, okay, the deal is she's in Miami, right? They say we got to close down a factory in Minnesota. Now, you all know Minnesota on the basis of Fargo. Coen Brothers movie, Fargo. Yes, no, hold on, because that's the Minnesota that she goes to. There's more to Minnesota than that, obviously, okay? Remember the Coen Brothers? Oh, yeah.
Is that the one where the guy gets put through the mincer?
Exactly. And
is that what happens in Minnesota?
They've gone there.
Is there a mincer?
And
the mincer of Minnesota.
Went through there fine. Yes. No. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen because the reason the Coen's movie is that all the but was absolutely put against this kind of brutal horror of people being put through the wood chipper.
Wood chip.
It's a wood chipper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a mincer.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? But in this, she goes there to Minnesota and everyone goes, oh, we made pastry, we're going to church,
Dutch?
Well, I think they're, funnily enough, although you meant that as a facetious comment.
No, it
will be. Yes, it will be a Dutch thing. In the same way that Afrikaans is Dutch, it must be that accent actually comes from Swedish or Dutch. It's clearly Scandinavian influence. But in Fargo...
I don't think Dutch is Scandinavian influenced.
Isn't it?
I don't think so. More Germanic.
Well, okay. Well, wouldn't I...
This
no,
is
okay, hang on. Okay,
important.
Swedish, right? Swedish go dun the steed with the hurdy booty, put the chicken in
That's
the
just
potty,
the Muppet
and in the
version.
boot. And then Dutch, oh yeah. So what it's that?
Oh,
one
there
in
you
that
go.
case.
Case proved, absolutely case proved. I hadn't realised until that moment that you're absolutely right.
French goes, put them together and gradually the ice melts. I'm doing the
lost.
entire body.
What's the movie we're doing?
Okay, fine. So New in Town. Renee Zellweger goes from Miami to Minnesota, where everyone talks like the people out of Fargo. But unfortunately, rather than meeting a bunch of people who would put you through the wood chipper, what happens is she meets Harry Connick Jr. The minute Harry Connick Jr. walks on screen, one of two things is true. Either he's playing a nice guy or a serial killer. This time he's wearing a checked shirt, and it's a Renee Zellweger movie, so the chances are it's not a serial killer, although she did make her big acting break in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. She needs to close the factory down. He's the union boss. Guess what? They're probably going to fall in love. In fact, it even says in the plot synopsis she meets the man of her dreams. But when she first meets him, they don't get on. Here's a clip.
You probably drive a new car for what it says about you, when what it really says about you is how you bow down to the big corporations that made a gravy train out of this country.
And would anybody like more gravy? Trudy, Kimberly?
Industrial competition and a free market economy is what built this country.
No, robber barons built this country, and they did it from the blood of working folks. Hell, you steal somebody's car, you get thrown in jail. You steal somebody's life savings, you get to be a CEO.
I'm planning on being a CEO.
Well, Blanche, you better count the silverware before she leaves, then.
Oh, bother. I'm leaving now.
If I leave first. Come on, baby.
I've got snickerdoodles with tapioca.
Thanks for dinner.
That's the music I should have been doing.
Apparently Fargo is Pennsylvania Dutch.
Is it?
Well, that's what Robin just said.
Who's Robin?
He's the person you were referring to earlier on when you were asking if it was possible.
I'm speaking on behalf of the listener here.
Oh, so it's fine when you just look off microphone and say, "Can we do it here?"
You've broken the fourth wall. You've referred to something. The illusion is that the only people here are you and me.
No, that's
we
not.
do the entire show.
No, I don't think anybody thinks that you and I hold this thing up together.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So
what's the film again? I can't remember.
Bridget Jones meets Fargo. Right. Renee Zellweger, and just as the film began, I was sitting next to James King. I've spent a lot of time sitting next to James King recently, and James King said, I was wondering when my real problem with Renee Zellweger began, because she's clearly a perfectly fine comic actress, and she said she wasn't a Texas Chainsaw thing. She did do the You Had Me at Hello, and I actually really do like Jerry Maguire, although a lot of people don't. And the Bridget Jones movies were kind of okay. I mean, the first one was kind of okay anyway. And I was trying to figure out exactly what point she became incredibly annoying, and exactly what point it was that just Renee Zellweger walked on screen and I was trying to overcome that thing. And James said that for him, the problem was that somebody had said that she looked like a hamster smiling at the sun. And he said ever since that he couldn't quite get his hat on the back. And it literally
sort of puckered up face, making that kind of noise, pulling the eyes back.
And at the beginning of this, she comes on and she is in full Renee Zellweger, my whiny existence mode. Then she goes to Fargo. Oh yeah, but it's not Fargo, it's the other place. Oh yeah, everyone's like this. Harry Connick Jr. comes, and it's literally like you go, okay, fine, stop the film now. I'm going to draw you the rest of the plot. He does that, she does that. There's going to be yogurt involved there,
and then Christ returns.
And then Christ returns, but it's okay because fetus papyritis means then going to the next room. And it's literally, I mean, I'm not being funny about this. And in fact, the film isn't being funny about it either. There's nothing wrong with screwball rom-coms. There's nothing wrong, essentially, with Renee Zellweger, apart from the factor. But if you're going to do the she's from Miami, he's from Minnesota, together they find, then please at least attempt to put one fork in the road. I mean, I'm not really, you could just turn the projector off and I could have got up in front of these assembled press screening and acted out the rest of the movie. And virtually...
Now that I would have paid money for.
Would
you have done all the characters?
I could have done all the characters, and I could have even done the plot twist about the tapioca yogurt. I could have done everything, and it was just like, yep, there we go. That bit, that bit, that bit, that bit. Don't like him.
Can't have
don't like her.
a plot twist involving a yogurt.
But it's not a twist. She goes.
Said it's a plot twist involving the yogurt.
Yes, it is. She goes to shut down the factory. He's the union boss. They don't get on. But guess what happens? I mean, I know it's not a thriller. It's not a whodunit. It's not like the Clive Owen movie, The International. It's not saying, hey, there are great surprises here. But it's like, guys, this is like the Observer book of how to write the rom. That bit, and it's rubbish.